Today I will answer the question everybody is worried about. Is online poker rigged? Are these casino games like Roulette and BlackJack rigged or not? Stay tuned for the answer. Hi, this is Praios and I'm a professional gambler. Today I will try to answer the question if gambling is rigged. I will not only talk about roulette but also about blackjack and poker. There are many videos online claiming that they were cheated by the casino, and these often also get a lot of attention. I also got a video in this style. I mean, it's a bit clickbaity, but yeah, it's the second most successful video in my channel. It has 17,000 clicks. Although it's even not even done that well. I mean, my editing skills back then were very bad, but yeah. Nevertheless, it's the second most successful video, as already said, and yeah, it has like 100 times as many clicks as my average video gets. So yeah, I will link this if you are interested in this as well. And yeah, why are videos like this so successful, and is it true that you will get cheated in the casino? I mean, people love conspiracy theories and it can easily feel like you are getting cheated, but is this actually the truth? People will also search for confirmation online if they feel that they are getting cheated, and that's why my videos and videos in this style get so much attention. But is there actual truth behind these attention-seeking videos? In a minute I will give you my thoughts on that, and yeah, we'll also talk about all the conspiracy theories surrounding casinos and cheating accusation in the games. But before I will do that, please hit the like button first. This will help out my channel tremendously and will also keep me motivated to produce more videos of that style for you in the future. I will start off with roulette. I don't think that you will get cheated on roulette with magnets or anything similar. I also was skeptical in the beginning when I started to play roulette. But by now I'm pretty sure that these games are not rigged. True, there will be a lot of variance, especially if you gamble on just a number or very few outcomes. In my worst losing streak I was not hitting 250 times in a row, and yeah, this only has a probability of 1 to 1000, and yeah, so this would be very unlikely to happen ever. But on the upside I also had very lucky streaks. I once hit 3 times in a row, and that's even way less likely than the one before. This was for small bets though, but still it's, yeah, I mean, very unlikely to happen ever. I will now let you know why I'm certain that there's no cheating involved. By the way, these assumptions are just true for evolution and playtech tables, because that's where I put in most of my volume. I made an experiment with a very large data sample and confirmed that these games are most likely not rigged. I was recording all my spins in a spreadsheet for many years. I used the following methodology. I thought that if I would get cheated, this would only happen on big spins. That's why only spins where I bet at least 100 euros or more on a single number counted. And yeah, I was recording all my spins that matched these criteria, and yeah, had at least the bet size mentioned before. And yeah, over the years I have built up a sample of more than 6,000 bets, and yeah, the predicted probability of occurrence for hitting one number on a wheel with 37 different outcomes, namely 0 to 36, is 2.7%, and in my data sample I almost exactly ended up hitting that often. I actually was doing a bit better, hitting 2.79% of the time. So actually I was getting lucky, and this should never happen if these games are rigged. True, sometimes it seems very suspicious how the ball stops at the end, and it's normal that we scream conspiracy once we miss by a tiny margin. Especially if the ball took a very strange landing, but yeah, I think this is just in our head and not a real thing. I also got more reasons to believe that the games are not rigged. Evolution and Playtech are just providers which deliver the games to the individual casinos, and if they would cheat, this would be taking unnecessary risk that is far too high. If this fraud would be uncovered, they would be broke. Nobody would play there anymore, and they would also face lawsuits. The truth is, they don't need to cheat. The casino games are already designed in a way that they will get your money anyways. If you play long enough, all the money will end up in their pockets. True, you can be lucky in the short run, but in the long run, these games are not beatable. In addition to that, such a cheat, for example, setting up magnets in a roulette wheel and managing the cheating system, would create a lot of witnesses and accomplices, and each of whom would have to shut up to keep the system running. And if just one would open his mouth, all this thing would fall apart. Playtech or evolution would also become blackmailable by accomplices. In essence, we now see it makes absolutely no sense to set up rigged roulette wheels, as they will get your money anyways in the end. Moving on to blackjack. These games also seem rigged sometimes. Here also the same logic applies as before. If they will get your money anyways in the long run, why should they cheat? Games are designed in a way that players will lose eventually. Again, many people would need to be involved in order to get this cheating system running, and the casino would again make itself vulnerable to blackmail. And yeah, why should you take such a risk if you have a working business model already which is printing money even without cheating? True, there are some actual scandals where casinos were cheating in games. In my eyes, this is the absolute exception and dump because of the reasons mentioned before. Here's an example of a dealer cheating. He pushes up the first card and draws the second. Please watch very careful what the dealer is doing. He pushes up the first card and draws the second. This guy is an amateur. If people have perfected this technique, it's almost impossible to catch them while applying this cheat. Moving on to poker. There have been scandals with people or hosts cheating in online poker games, but the known cases are very rare. Examples are Absolute Poker or the Ultimate Bet superuser scandal. Although it happened in the past, I don't think that this is a huge thing either. The argumentation from before still applies. Why should you cheat when you make enough money anyways? If you get caught, you would also be out of business immediately. I don't think that there are bots from the side or people seeing all cards, apart from a few exceptions. Yeah, as for example as the ones mentioned before. It just makes no sense from a business perspective. The RNG is also not rigged. RNG means the random number generator. In fact, it's just normal that you will lose sometimes when you are a huge favorite. For example, in a set versus set situation where you have the top set. And you will see, if you play enough hands, you will see that the expected value, also called EV, will very closely approximate your results. There may be very large deviations if you just have a small hand sample, but as soon as you play hundreds of thousands of hands or even millions, the expectation and results should be almost identical. If that's not the case, where you might be dealing with other reasons than the poker room being rigged. For example, like in my case, where I played on America's Card Room, and I am pretty sure that the other players were colluding, but this is not initiated by the room itself, This is other players cheating you. I made a video about that. I will also link it above. In poker, the risk of getting cheated by other players is way higher than the poker room doing something illegal. Collusion is only one possible attack vector. Trojans and bots are two others. Let's come to the conclusion. The bottom line is that it is very unlikely that the casinos or poker room will rig their games to take advantage of you. This undertaking is simply way too risky and requires too many people to shut up. If the cheat would get discovered, the consequences would also be catastrophic. Not only would you lose your business and go bankrupt, but you would also have to face legal consequences. The games are already designed in a way that players have a huge disadvantage, so there is no reason to cheat. True, casinos will still scam you, but if they decide to cheat on you, they will do it in a completely different way than you might expect. And yeah, this scam will also almost exclusively go against one group of players. And yeah, casinos hate people the most who trick the system. And yeah, there are also a very small little few very talented individuals which sometimes manage to trick the system and manage to win in the online casino, although the system is heavily designed against them. And these are the people which a casino wants to avoid, like the vampire avoids holy water. But they have other methods to deal with these individuals when rigging their games. I already made a video about this. To cut the story short, in the best case scenario, the casino will just ban you but still pay your money. And in the worst case, casinos will refuse to pay your money. This includes winnings and deposits as well. And they will use excuses like, yeah, you have been violating our terms and conditions. By being a professional gambler, you are not allowed to play here, and yeah, you are evil, and that's why we will keep your money. Fuck off, go away. So no cheating, at least not with rigged games. They will go after advantage gamblers in a different way. I hope this was informative and helpful. Feel free to comment on my conclusions. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and also consider to subscribe to not miss any of my future content. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.